Epson ESTW5650. Now I know that many of us have had beautiful moments with this projector. We are fortunate enough to sell more than 50-100 pieces of this projector since last 2 years, and this has been one of the best selling full HD projector in the market. It's a very emotional moment today. I know we always say that don't be attached to the products or material, but this particular projector, Epson ESTW5650, has been one of our highest selling full HD projectors ever since last 2 years. We have sold close to 50 odd pieces, and I know for a fact that there are very few projectors in full HD which are as powerful as this 5650 model. And unfortunately, this with me is the last piece that I have, which is going on site for installation, and we have to buy to this particular projector forever. Now, hello everyone, I am Tanmay Mehta, your home technology consultant at Touchwood Automations, and we are going to talk about the new model from Epson which is going to replace this particular projector, that is EHTW5820. Now, before I begin and before we jump into the specifications, let me make a disclaimer before you all jump into where is the projector. Well, the projector is yet to arrive in India. It is expected to be here in the next couple of weeks time, but until then I want you all to know the difference between the 5650 and the 5820 model. And in this particular video, we are going to talk about not just the features, but we are also going to share the price of the new model with you. And then we are going to talk about whether it's worth investing in 5820 or should you buy another projector. So before I begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel right here, right now, because your subscription encourages us to continue doing more such videos which are helping each one of you make better, well-informed and correct decisions when it comes to buying anything and everything in home technology. Now, we all are familiar with most of the Epson products, and I think we have covered all of them in our YouTube channel as well. So 750, 650, 5650, I think 7100, 9400, LS500B. We have covered most of these models in our YouTube channel, and for those of you who have missed watching these videos, make sure to use the link above wherein you can watch all these videos as well. And I feel very privileged to do this video once again for their yet another new model, which is Epson ESTW5820. Now, the reason why we are doing this video is I know that many of you have either booked 5650 and are now being asked to change it to 5820. Also, for those of you who had finalized this particular model, but unfortunately, now because of the circumstances, you are being pushed to buy something new, and you want to know whether your money is worth, spending on this particular new model, or should you change the projector altogether. Now, if you are playing in these dual minds, and if you are wondering that whether this new Epson ESTW5820 will be as satisfying in terms of its performance as well as price, then this video is for you. So with me here, I have got this particular sheet which I did yesterday, and this has got various parameters on which we are going to compare the 5650 as well as the 5820 model, and I have got some final verdict statements out here. Now, this particular sheet will be available for you as well if you want to download it. So make sure to use the Google Drive link in the description, and you can use this link so that you can also go through the specifications or differentiation between the 5650 model and new model in detail by just downloading this particular sheet. So I'm going to run you through this, but before I start doing that, let me ask all of you a question. How many of you are still buying full HD projectors, or are you still evaluating to put in your money in a 4K projector? Because I know when we are shopping TVs, without thinking, we are going out in the market asking for 4K TVs. But is that the same case when you are buying full HD projectors or 4K projectors? Probably not. We are contemplating whether to invest our money in a 4K projector, or should we just settle for full HD because there is no content. Well, if honestly there is no content, why are you even spending your money on a 4K on a 4K TV? Because even over there you are still not going to get the content. So my friends, content is not the real reason. The real reason is that you don't want to spend that extra amount of money on a 4K projector, whereas you want to stay satisfied with a full HD projector. So if that's the case, I am with you, I have no problem to it, but giving content as an answer for 4K is not the times that we are living in today. We have got ample amount of content in 4K which you can enjoy on your projector as well as your TV. Both these projectors 5650 and 5820 are Full HD projectors, which means that they give a 1920 by 1080p resolution on the screen, and they create close to 2 million pixels on the screen. So in terms of that, both are same, there is no differentiation at all. But the real game starts changing now. The most other important specification that we look for when we buy projector is the lumens. Now lumens of the 5650 projector, it was just 2500 lumens. But with the 5820 model, the lumens have been increased to 2700 lumens, which means 200 lumens or more. And it means that even if you're going to watch it in a living room, media room or a bedroom kind of environment, it is going to give much more brighter image on the screen than the 5650. Now that's a big thumbs up, it's a big win. Even for those of you who don't use it on normal mode and use it on the economy mode, well, the economy lumens for 5650 was 1650 lumens, and for 5820 it is 1780 lumens, which means again the economy lumens are also higher. That means that the picture is going to get more and more brighter on economy mode as well. Now the second specification that we talk about when we look at projectors is the contrast ratio. Now I know contrast ratio plays a very key role for a lot of not just colorful movies but primarily for darker scene movies. So if at all you are a fan of Dark Knight, Fast and Furious, Ready Player One, these kind of movies, then yes, contrast is something that you would want more better in these projectors. And Epson 5650, which was 60,000:1 contrast ratio, now with 5820 model, you get 70,000:1 contrast ratio. I know it's not a marginal increase and it's a very, very small increase of 10,000:1, but anything which is going plus or higher in contrast ratio is always better. So that's another good part about 5820. Both these projectors support screen size from 30 to 300 inches, so that is not going to change, nor the throw distance is changing. So even for those of you who have already installed the mount for 5650, well, be assured that the new projector can also sit in the same place, which means that the throw distance for both the projectors is same. The lens shift in a vertical manner is also same, which is up to 60%, and the keystone, quick corners are everything coming in same as per the previous model in the new model as well. So there is no change in all this thing. So both the projectors have got two HDMI ports, out of which one is going to be used for MHL. So it has got that mobile high definition link support. As I said, keystone, lens shift, everything is same. Now what more are we looking at? Well, if you remember, both the projectors like 5650 had a audio out, which was analog audio. The same analog audio out is also available in the new model, which is 5820. And the only thing now we start coming to the differentiation is that the old model 5650 did not have Bluetooth, and the new model, that is 5820, has got Bluetooth, that is aptX Bluetooth. So it's quite a nice version of Bluetooth. It's not the entry level Bluetooth version, and that is how you can actually pair your soundbar or your wireless Bluetooth headphones to this projector, which is the new model from Epson ESTW5820, wirelessly via Bluetooth, and you can get the audio out from these devices of yours using Bluetooth as a feature from the new model. So that's one of the advantages of going for 5820. Now let's come to the second advantage. Well, in the earlier model we had Miracast and eye projection. In the new model there is no Miracast, there is no eye projection, but they have got something better. Now I know for a fact that we all need content to consume and watch something on the projector, and most of us have been either using Amazon Fire TV Stick, Apple TV or MI Box, these kind of media players to watch the content. But with this particular new projector, you have got an Android TV which is inbuilt, and you don't really need these kind of media players to do the job of watching online content. Now we haven't still obviously tasted the Android TV, and I'm not sure how it is going to come out, but I'm pretty confident that the Android TV will have the same apps which are otherwise there on the other media players as well. So with that Android TV, you can easily cast your phone, and you don't need a separate Miracast as a feature which was there in 5650. But having said that, the only drawback is how are you going to pull out the audio from the projector? Because if at all I'm using the Android TV version of the projector, I need a better sound output. And with this particular projector, they claim that the sound output from this projector, though it's 10 watts, which is equivalent to the predecessor, the output they are saying is much more better. Now I know 10 watts is not going to excite you and I, and it's not going to fulfill our surround sound experience. So that is where you would need a separate audio system even with this projector. The only benefit is that with the Bluetooth, you can pair your soundbar or headphones wirelessly and you don't need a cable to it, and that is how you can still enjoy that surround sound experience with this projector using Bluetooth as a feature. But for those of you who have already laid HDMI cables or who are buying it with AV receivers and speaker separates, you would think that how will I do that? Probably you don't want to use the Bluetooth feature because it might give lag over a period of time. Well, for those of you, you will then have to put a Fire TV stick or these kind of devices and let go of the Android TV as a feature in this new project, which means that you are not going to really use it even though it's there in the new projector. The other differences is obviously the noise level. So the fan that we had in 5650 used to create 38 dB sound in the normal mode. With the new model, it's just 37 dB was the 5650. In the new model, it's 36 dB, which is only 1 dB change. So I don't see that as a much bigger win. The other thing that I think is come out good in the new projector is the look of it. If you see, there's a small golden ring around the projector in the front, that's around the lens. So that's good. Even behind the rear port panel, if you have seen our video on LS500B, they had a small grill finish for the speakers. They have got the same grill for this particular projector as well. So in terms of a look, no doubt this projector is very nice. Now we have come to almost most of the product details and features, except for a fact that I forgot to mention about 3D. Well, you have got 3D in both the projectors. Both the projectors did support 3D. With the new model, the 3D feature is there. Only thing that is missing is probably it does not have 2D to 3D conversion. Now I know 2D to 3D conversion not many of us have used in the past, and also it does not support most of the content. So I don't see it as a win or a lose. But for those of you who are really, who did that feature use of 2D to 3D in 5650 and want to do the same in 5820, well, that is something that you will miss on. But if you have a primary 3D content, this new model will also support 3D. Now, before we jump into the pricing, which I know you all have been curious for, tell me one thing, are you really excited to buy this 5820 model? And do you see that it is worth investing probably more money in this particular project? I want to know your opinions, and make sure to use the comment section to do that. Drop your views about this model. And to tell you all the MRP of this particular projector, well, Epson 5650 was MRP 95,999, which was almost 96,000. The new model, that is Epson EST-W5820, is priced at rupees 1,26,999. That is almost 1,27,000. Now I know for a fact that the gap between 5820 and 7100 in terms of MRP is only rupees 10,000, and you might 10 or 12,000 rupees, and you might feel the urge of spending that 12,000 rupees extra on the 4K projector and not probably on the 5820 projector. Now if you are with me when I said at the start of the video that for Full HD or 4K, well, if at all you are planning for this 5820 projector, my honest opinion is when I compare it with the MRP, I would rather spend that 10-12,000 rupees extra and buy a 4K projector and probably not this particular projector. But these are about MRPs. I know for a fact that the offer prices within your area are going to be different. And for those of you who want to buy this projector or book this projector with us at a very attractive price, don't forget to use the T20 or drop in your details using the link below, and my team will be able to reach out to you and help you with a better pricing for this particular model. Now there's a small offer that has been run right now by Epson, wherein they are providing one 3D glass which is worth 6,000 rupees free along with this particular projector. Now that offer may not be there for a longer period of time. So for those of you who are excited to know your offer price and yet avail this 3D glass for free, make sure to use the T20 services ASAP, and let us discuss whether this projector is something which rightly fits in your room, in your requirement and in your budget. Well, if that is what works out, I am sure you would want to take a call whether to buy this projector or whether to skip this projector and buy the next model, which is the Epson ESTW7100. So before we wrap up, let's see the 5 key highlights of the new model 5820 compared to 5650. So the first one is higher lumens, which is 200 lumens more than the older model. Bluetooth aptX support, which gives you wireless connectivity, and that jumps up to our third highlight, which is easy placement and less wiring. So I can connect the soundbar wirelessly to this particular projector, so that's the win over here. The fourth is obviously Android TV inbuilt, so you don't need to spend money on Fire Stick in such cases. And the last one is your contrast ratio. 60,000:1 of Epson 5650 to 70,000:1 of the new model, that is 5820. So these are the 5 key highlights, and for these 5 key highlights, Epson is asking you to pay 30,000 rupees more in terms of MRP. Now whether that makes justification, that time will only tell. But for now, if you are looking for offer prices, better offer prices, as I said, don't forget to use the link in the description below. And I'll see you all in my next video, wherein we talk more about these particular projectors, and we will also do another video on this particular projector once we get the first hand experience of 5820. That's it from my end, guys. Thank you. Keep watching and keep subscribing. I'll see you all in my next video.